Good morning. So I'm down at Orkney Meadow today, and I just thought that I'd give you a little update on the review on the Delta 10AR. I've had it for 2 months now and I'm very much enjoying it, so I just thought I'd bring you along on the paddle today and I'd just talk you through the pros and cons of what I think of my personal opinion, and and the journey I've been on so far. It's so beautiful down here today. I appear to be the only person on the water just now. Which is even more nice than normal. So, how have I found the Delta 10AR? Well, my update on the Delta 10AR is I've actually now moved over to it from the Gummatex Rush, which I thought would never happen. This kayak is so stable. It's lovely with its catamaran style hull at the back. And what I really like about this is that even though it has the stability on it, it doesn't lose that in the performance. What I have learned through my whole kayaking experience now is that it actually pays to invest a bit more money into kayaks for you to be able to get that better performance level, and that's worth it for the journey that you go on in your paddle adventures. Love these under tree bits at Orkney at the moment. They're just so cool to paddle under. So this kayak weighs 16 kilograms, which is perfect for trying to lift on and off of your roof of your car. I can do this as a lady quite easily. My Gummatex Rush was 12 kilograms, so in theory the hardshell was only 4 kilograms heavier than the Gummatex Rush. So that was a plus for me for having the Delta. I love how the Delta just glides through the water. I was paddling up at Ferrygate the other week and I didn't actually realise how much swell there was on the water until I actually replayed the video back when doing editing when I got home, and I actually didn't notice that whilst being in the kayak at all, because of the stability of how well it handles you know, boat wake and a little bit of swell in the water. So that was another plus for me for the Delta. This kayak really is like Bambi on ice. It just glides through the water with its 3 tracking infusion hull bottom. So it's quite effortless paddling, which is really nice. Yeah, and it's just handled like most conditions in the rivers that I've put it through, to be fair, quite easily, which has been really good fun. The Delta 10AR is not going to be for everyone. When I go out paddling, it does get a bit of attention because of its unique catamaran style hull. I'm often asked a lot of questions about it, and people want to know if they can go whitewater rafting in it, which you actually can't because of the hull on it. But it is a river kayak. I believe you probably could take it on the sea in you know, flat to calm conditions. I'm not a sea paddler, so I won't be trying that one out, but it is predominantly for lakes and rivers, I believe. I will correct that on the screen if I do have it wrong. Bit of a shallow bay area here, and there's loads of baby fishes. It's absolutely lovely to see. Now, what's also another nice feature about this kayak is because it doesn't have a skeg, if you are on a river where there's a lot of debris or long weed, it's not an issue. It just glides through and you don't get stuck, which is a good plus, I think. a great place to have a swan, in the narrow bit, but hopefully he'll be friendly enough and just let me through. Can't really get round him at the moment. We'll see how this ends up going. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. They're quite friendly, the swans on the Orkney Meadow. We are quite lucky in that respect. Oh, kingfisher. Not sure if my camera would have picked that up. Now, what are the cons of the Delta 10AR? You may be thinking, well, I've actually struggled to find a fault with this kayak at the moment. If I had to find something, I would probably say that it's how easily it does actually scratch. You can't just slipway launch it. Because of the material that the kayak's made out of, it does kind of scratch quite easily. Now that's not a problem. You know, you can get round that on slipways. You just kind of float it in the water more before you sit in it. But I did manage to scratch the front keel a couple of weeks ago when I went on a sand beached gravelled type bay area. Didn't think it would actually mark it, and it scratched the front keel, which is not a problem. I have spoken to Norfolk Canoes, and they spoke to Delta, and you can actually stick easy kill tape on the front to help protect it. So I have brought some easy kill tape, and I will be sticking that to the front tracking rods and the back ones, just so that it gives me a bit more protection for if I am going to do a beached area or launch from a slipway. But that would be the only fault that I can actually find with this kayak at this moment in time, which is pretty good really. The other good things I would say about the Delta is it's actually really good in the wind. I don't actually find myself affected by the wind in it at all, obviously because it sits quite low and it's quite stable. It's just a really good kayak to have out when it is a bit of a windy day. I've seen a lot of talk around, or questions around, the new Delta kayak seats that are in the kayaks. It's the new Ergoline seats, I think they're now called. They are amazing. I've got to say it's one of the most comfortable seats that I've sat in. It does thigh adjust You can adjust it frontwards and backwards. It's got a height adjuster on the back seat. You can bring that forward and backwards as well. And I wanted a bit more room in the cockpit of the 10AR. The cockpit is already bigger. I believe it's 36 inches long. Again, I will correct that on the screen if I have got that measurement wrong. But I just wanted a bit more room, and when the seat's on the last peg clip, there is still a big gap at the back of the seat, so I have now overridden the clips and pushed the seat back as far as it will go, just to give me a little bit more space in the front of the cockpit, which works well for me. I always put a waffle cushion out with me when I go kayaking because I do have sciatica, so I always take a waffle cushion with me, but to be fair, it probably isn't needed with this seat because I am finding it so comfortable. It has got a padded hexagon sort of sponge-ness to it, but I do still take the waffle cushion out as well because it's just habit to bring one, and I can go on an 8-mile paddle and not have a problem. So I do highly recommend the new seats that come in the Deltas for sure. So I'm just approaching the halfway house now, guys, so I'm just going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to jump on and just do a 2-month review and let you know how I was getting on with the Delta. All I can say is I'm absolutely loving it. It was well worth the investment, and I would rate it 9 out of 10. Yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you would like to know about it, and I will try and answer the questions. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos and like what I'm doing. It's always nice to get a few more people subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. I'm not making any money out of these videos at all. I'm literally just sharing my paddle journey with everybody that also paddles in the paddle community. That's all. Happy paddling. Bye for now.